What's up guys, the Senate back with another Battlefront 2 video. Before I get on with the video though, I just want to say that I hope you guys are staying safe through this epidemic that we're going through. I hope you guys are keeping clean and safe, and I really hope that none of you are sick, as I feel like we're like a family, and if one of you is sick, then that's very rough on me, as I feel like I could help people with these videos that I do. I feel like I just want to make people smile and laugh and have a good time. Now, as for the video, please do not kill me. This is just my personal list. If your favorite isn't on the list, it's most likely because I don't play that character enough, or I just never gave that character a chance. But I'd love to hear your guys' list in the comments below, so let's get on with it. So up at number 5 is Count Dooku. Dooku is definitely an interesting character. In the movies, Dooku trained Qui-Gon and was a duelist, specializing in lightsaber combat over using the Force. In-game, Dooku has average health, speed, and is quite fast for a man his age. The special thing about Dooku is insane attack stamina and his insane attack speed. Dooku specializes in 1v1 lightsaber combat. His abilities are insane and easy to figure out, but I'll explain them for people who may not understand. His first ability is Lightning Push. It's a simple damaging attack that has a wide arc and a short range. It pushes people to their feet, which can allow you to attack them with your insane speed and damage. I feel as if his Lightning Push should be a little farther, and it's way too short to really hit anyone, but maybe that's just me. I also feel like it's easier to hit them with your lightsaber after you do it, so it's a very good ability to use to attack someone for a lot of damage. His second ability is Duelist. Duelist is ultimate big brain time for Dooku. Duelist allows Dooku to hit harder and swing faster. What does this mean? Insane damage output. Dooku, if given the right cards and played right, can do the most damage in the entire game within the least amount of time. He also possesses amazing block stamina and dodges 3 times instead of 2, allowing him to get away easier should he be in trouble. His last ability is Expose Weakness, which is ridiculous. It makes them unable to run, giving you an ample amount of time to wreck them, and it also cancels out any extra health, perfect for those pesky Yoda players that just do nothing but heal all game. All in all, Dooku excels at close range 1v1 engagements. With the right player, you can totally wreck ass as Dooku. Saying, do it. At spot number 4 is Emperor Palpatine. Now, it'd be a big brain play to put Palps at number 1, but meh. Palps is very underrated though. Possessing 700 health, no defense stamina, and a slightly slower than average run speed. He's a very interesting character to play. Given that he has no lightsaber, he uses Force Lightning. He's the only character that's not a blaster character, but also doesn't have a lightsaber. Now, something for players to note, you can use both triggers to do more damage, but use stamina quicker. So both hands do more damage, but drain you faster. Let's talk about his abilities, as they're very interesting. His first ability is Chain Lightning. This is decent in Heroes and Villains, but excels in any mode with troops. Galactic Assault, and Supremacy. You essentially aim at one person, you press L1, and it bounces and hits other people. It's perfect for weakening or killing a bunch of troopers in one attack. After using it, you cannot use any Force Lightning for a second or so, so make sure you are not in a bad position when you do it. His second ability is Dark Aura. Now this is big brain moves. Dark Aura creates an aura around you of lightning and dark energy that can slowly deal damage to anyone, whether they're blocking or not. It basically just deals slow damage to anyone in the circumference of the aura. It's great in Heroes that just deals damage without you having to really give a crap. It lasts quite a while and doesn't take too terribly long to charge back up. His last ability is simply Electrocute. This creates an AoE cone shape in front of Palps, simply stopping everyone in their tracks as long as they're not blocking it. While this does damage slightly, it's more used for stopping them and shocking them with your normal attacks. Palps' abilities are especially unique because it's easy to chain them together. I often stun, and while they're stunned, either use Dark Aura or Chain Lightning to get some damage. And while they jump out of the way, I'll shock them or use a Chain Lightning if I hadn't used it before, since you can't block in the air. Overall, Palps is a very good support character, but he cannot hold his own by himself for a long time. So do not go jumping into every engagement, as that will get you killed. He's more of standing behind or being supported by Vader or Ren or Maul or whoever. He's a very decent villain, and I love playing as him. It's so much fun. At spot number 3 is Darth Maul. Darth Maul is Speedy Boy. Darth Maul is all about speed. He's like the Octane of this game, or Fox if you're a Smash Bros. Player, or Sonic if you're also a Smash Bros. Player. It's just fast as fuck. Everything about him is speed. His attacks, his ability recharge, his overall running speed is just fast. He possesses 700 health, which is pretty low for your hero, but they had to balance it some way. Average attack and block stamina. But let's talk about his abilities. The first ability is Lightsaber Throw or Furious Throw. This is a simple attack that throws through them and can hit them back on the way back. It's a simple and effective attack that recharges fast and does some decent damage. His second ability is Chokehold. This is a simple grab and yeet attack. Unlike Vader's, which holds them into place and does a lot of damage, Maul's does average damage and throws them, which can allow you to get some cheap and easy kills by yeeting them off the map. It's also got a decent area of effect and can be upgraded through a star card. His third and last ability is Spin Attack. This essentially turns Maul into a spinning torpedo of death. This ability can be used 2 times in a row with a decent recharge time. I use it more to get into engagements or to get away. The Spin Attack can be useful against a large cluster of enemies or troopers. The Spin Attack can also deflect incoming laser bolts when it's used. While not a heavy damaging attack, it's quick and is a nice addition to his collection of abilities. All in all, Maul is fast. Fast as fuck, boy. His attacks do low damage and hit fast, so in the time Vader hits like a truck, Maul can do equal damage by striking 3 or 4 times in the amount of time Vader can do 1 strike. Raging in at number 2 is Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is a rage monster. He has relatively high damage output. He can use his crowd control abilities and open up enemies to his allies. He boasts 750 health, decent attack and defense stamina, and decent speed, almost rivaling Darth Maul's speed. His attacks are decent damaging and he looks badass, but let's talk about his abilities. His first ability is Pull. It's a simple force attack. It just damages and pulls people towards you, knocking them off their feet, allowing you to attack them while they're down with either Frenzy or Freeze, or allowing your team to attack them while they're down. You can use Pull to pull people off the map, or just use it to get insane damage in. His second ability is Frenzy. This turns Kylo into a crackhead, making him strike 3 times insanely fast. He leaps towards an enemy within range. It does insane damage and recharges pretty fast for an ultimate ability. It has a really cool sound design and can be upgraded through star cards. This is also very comboed well with his other abilities, so I would suggest seeing which combo you can do to maximize damage output. His last ability is Freeze. It's simple. It just freezes people into place for a second or 2. This is easy to combo with Frenzy or just gangbanging the person with your teammates. This can also freeze multiple people, allowing you to damage them or to escape if you need breathing room. Pulling and freezing in midair can cause someone to fall to their death, so it's not a bad idea. He just has insane abilities, some of the best in the whole game. The problem is they take a while to recharge, which is fair and balanced, so use the abilities wisely and don't spam them all the time. All in all, Kylo is a raging machine that has amazing abilities. He's essentially a mix of Vader, Maul, and Dooku. He's got the damage of Vader, the speed of Maul, and the fighting capability and abilities of Dooku. He also does more damage when attacking from behind, like I previously stated, so freezing people and then frenzying behind them is not a bad idea, as this does lots of damage. Having asthma and breathing heavily at spot number 1 is Vader. Vader was the obvious pick for number 1, but I gotta confess something. I was never really gonna put Vader originally on the list. I never really got the chance to play Vader because he's always taken, so I always gravitated towards the characters that weren't taken as much, such as Maul, Palps, and Ren. But I recently just started playing Vader and he just wrecks ass. Vader is a complete tank and hits like a damn truck. He boasts 800 base health with no upgrade cards, and with it and Furious Rage he can get up to 12,000 health. He is just a complete badass tank, but it comes at a cost. As you can tell, Vader is very, very slow, and his stamina regenerates slowly as well. But first, let's talk about his abilities. His first ability is Lightsaber Throw. Similar to Maul's, except it flies slow, goes farther, hits harder, and just all around packs a more punch. It does decent damage and an average recharge time, and is very fun to use. Vader yeeting a lightsaber is very badass. His second ability is Furious Rage, which halves stamina cost and gives him bonus health. This is an amazing ability as it improves some of his strengths and also makes his weaknesses less bad. It improves his tankiness and also alleviates his weak stamina pool. It's overall an amazing ability and I always feel super badass using it. His last ability is Choke, which is self-explanatory. He lifts and suspends people in the air whilst dealing damage. It can grab multiple people and you can even drop them over ledges to make them fall to their death. During the Force Choke, Vader automatically blocks blaster bolts, takes decreased damage, and once the victims are dropped, you can throw your lightsaber to get extra damage or simply just strike your lightsaber. Be careful not to spam this ability as pressing the button will cancel it, leaving Vader stuck in the animation for a few seconds so he can't do anything to defend himself, allowing a lot of people to just gang up on him and deal so much damage. All in all, Vader is a fucking tank. He can just take and take and take. He can also dish out decent damage too, hitting like a wrecking ball. I'm so happy that I played Vader before I made this video because boy is he fun to play, and he definitely earned his spot at number 1. So that was my new Battlefront 2 video. Tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. This has been The Senate. Strike the subscribe button with all of your hatred, and your journey to joining the dark side will be complete. Please, do it.